Well, we appreciate you taking a few more minutes to find out a little bit more about Flexkom. You know, information is never a disadvantage in business, and in the next less than 20 minutes, hopefully I'm going to give you enough information that you're going to decide that this is definitely for you. If not, we appreciate you taking a few minutes to check us out. But let me tell you a few things that I think is very important to understand about Flexkom. This is not your normal opportunity. A very unique circumstance has come about where time and circumstance together, timing, taking technology, taking customers, and the situation and global need and putting them all together has created a unique opportunity that Flexkom is poised to take advantage of. And let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about. Today, if you look at small businesses, which make up the vast majority of retail sales in any country and are truly the backbone of the economy, not just of the United States, but virtually every country you go to, this group of people are suffering. They've got regulation, they've got taxation, all kinds of new rules and regulations that they've just had a difficult time. And you add to that e-commerce, which is eroding their business every single day. Every time you see an article in a magazine, a business magazine, that says that e-commerce is going through the roof, most of that money is coming right out of the pockets of small business people. And Flexkom's desire is to show them a way through technology and a base of customers that they can compete in a way they have never competed before against e-commerce, the big box stores, and to really give them a shot at regaining that control. And this is important for all of us, because if small business goes away, then business goes away. So in the United States, for example, we have 25 million small businesses. 25 million small businesses that all want the same thing. They want new customers and they want to keep their existing customers. And the way it works, the guys who get the customers the quickest and keep them the longest wins. And Flexkom is committed to helping them get that done in the most efficient and quickest way possible. Flexkom is a customer acquisition and customer loyalty program. We provide the most amazing loyalty program, and we've attracted customers not just here in the United States, but globally. And we've done it in the fastest way possible. We have rapid adoption from customers. This is a proven model. It's already working in Europe, and we're bringing it here to the United States. And the incomes that are generated for reps are frankly staggering. I haven't seen any opportunity in the world today that will generate it faster and make it more stable than Flexkom. I'm going to break it down for you today, piece by piece, so you understand why it's a win for every single component in this business. Because you need them. You need three components and they all have to feel like they win. And I'm going to lay it out for you. First off, you have to have a customer. And you have to have, secondly, a retailer that's participating. And you have to have a rep, a global team member, that brings those two to the table. And if all three of those are here and they all feel like they're in a win-win situation, then everything works fine. If any one of these breaks down, then the whole process breaks down. And many people have tried to do cashback programs, loyalty programs, and for whatever reason, it never really gets going. It never really creates any kind of real viral expansion. But you will find with Flexkom, we're answering these problems so well that the viral aspect of what we're doing here is exploding. So this is not a test. This is already working in Europe. We're taking a proven model and bringing it here to the United States. So let's talk about the customer. What does the customer get? At Flexkom, customer's king. Customer signs up for absolutely free. They get exactly what they're looking for, deals on from local shops on things they want and they've asked for. And they get rewards in the form of points, Flex dollars, that they can use dollar for dollar anywhere else in our system. In addition to that, we have the most outrageous prizes in our loyalty program on the planet. Customers win by simply getting information they want. You know, today the smartphone is used to get local information, and primarily deals or discounts on local information. And it's done mostly by the shoppers in the family, the wives. But you know, even husbands today are looking, and single guys are looking for great deals in the local area. So they're doing it through their smartphone. But when they do that, you want to make sure that you're not bothering them on the smartphone. So here's how Flexkom accommodates them and accomplishes the goal. You download our app and you put in only the things you're looking for in your local area. For example, you're looking for a great deal on pizza on Friday nights. Maybe Wednesday you need to get donuts for the sales meeting. You need to get your hair cut, your wife needs to get her nails done, maybe you need a chiropractic adjustment. All of these things you put on your want list, and we will only contact you when somebody in your area that's in our Flexkom network has a deal on that specific thing. Now, if you happen to leave, let's say you live in Southern California and you leave the San Diego area and you fly to Utah, well, then you're going to get those same offers in Utah. If you fly to Germany, you're going to get those same offers in Germany. So depending on where you live and where you are, you will get the offers that are appropriate for you. Now, if you've accomplished your goal, you've already got what you want, then you just discount those things, you take it off, and it no longer will bother you. Now, that's exactly what you're looking for. Quick, efficient information on discounts in your local area on the things you want. Now, how do the discounts come? The discounts come in the form of Flex dollars. So, for example, let's say that you went to your local restaurant and you had a 10% discount on a $100 purchase. So you spend the $100 and $10 comes back as Flexkom dollars on your app. How fast? 1.2 seconds. You don't have to wait for a report at the end of the month. 1.2 seconds it shows up. Now you can drive down the street, go to another Flexkom store, and use those $10 in Flexkom and purchase whatever else that you need. As you accumulate these points, we have the most outrageous loyalty program on the planet. As you begin to accumulate these points, and let's say that you get to 1,000, even if you've spent the 1,000, but you've reached the benchmark of 1,000, we're going to send you a flat screen TV. When you get to 10,000, we're going to send you on a trip of a lifetime. We send you things like kilos of gold. We'll send you Louis Vuitton luggage. We'll send you a Mercedes-Benz. We'll buy you a house. I mean, this is the most outrageous loyalty program on the planet. And you still get to double dip because you get to use the points as you accumulate them and spend them like real dollars, but you still get the prize because we want you to be extremely happy. So you get what you're looking for. You get discounts, you get additional information at will. We have all kinds of other things that we'll make available to you. And in addition, you're supporting your local community, your local small businesses, and you're getting points that you get to use and spend as dollars. And on top of that, we're going to give you great prizes. The second aspect is our small businesses or retailers. You know, they're hurting, as I mentioned earlier, so what we want to do is support them in a way that they need right now, which is the ability to communicate with their customers as quickly as they can with pertinent information. So we're going to give them several things. The first thing is the ability to communicate with their customers in 10 seconds or less. We're going to give them a loyalty program that they didn't have before with the most outrageous prizes on the planet. And thirdly, we're going to give them a way to generate an income as their customers purchase at other Flexkom shops. Now you're probably thinking, well, what if the retailer already has a loyalty program? Well, let's face it. I mean, isn't it true that if you had every loyalty program or every loyalty card from every retailer you shop at, you'd need a separate wallet just for those cards. We call it card chaos. But imagine the problem that you have is if I've got a loyalty card with this sandwich shop, it doesn't work at the donut shop. It doesn't work at the clothing store. It doesn't work when I buy tires. It only works at one shop. But imagine if you could have one loyalty program on your phone. It's not in your wallet. You don't have to worry about leaving it at home. Go to the place, order the sandwich and go, oh, I forgot to bring my card. I didn't go to the car wash and forget to bring my card and get it punched so I could get my free car wash. No, it's all on your app, all in one place. And now, as you accumulate them from the gas station, from the car wash, from the chiropractor, from the donut shop, from the sandwich shop, from the restaurant, all of them combining together and becomes a much more powerful loyalty program. Can you see that? And not only is it a more powerful loyalty program, but at the end of the day, your customer is going to feel like they had a much more satisfying experience. So if I'm going to the retailer, I'm going to ask them 3 simple questions. When was the last time you talked to your customers? What does your loyalty program look like? And how much do you make when your customers shop somewhere else? Well, here's the answer I typically get. When I ask a restaurant owner, how often do you talk to your customers? They say, well, whenever they're in. And most of the time, even then, I don't get a chance to talk to my customer because I'm in the kitchen or I'm dealing with another customer, I'm checking them out or whatever. So their communication and contact with their customers is very limited. And I asked them a simple question. If I could show you a way to talk to your customers in 10 seconds or less, would this be of interest to you? And of course the answer is yes. My second question is, what does your loyalty program look like? And typically they say, it looks like a fishbowl I have on my counter over there. People put their cards in, and once a week I pull a card out and I buy them lunch. Well, we're going to give them the most robust loyalty program on the planet, which I've already described to you. Thirdly, I'm going to ask them, how much money do you make when your customers shop somewhere else? And the answer, of course, laughingly, is nothing. So we're going to answer that question too. So first off, how do you communicate to your customers in 10 seconds or less? Well, the beauty of being involved with us as a retailer is it's very minimal cost to get involved. It's about $500 to get our terminal. The terminal is really cool looking. It looks like an iPad on a pedestal. And it works with near field communication. It works with has QR code reader, QR code generator, barcode reader, fingerprint reader. It works off a battery. You can plug it into the wall. It works on landlines, Wi-Fi. Just about any way you can work a terminal, this terminal works. And so they're going to get their customers by simply putting the terminal out and asking their customers what everyone else asks, which is, are you a member of our loyalty program? And if they say no, well, terrific. All you have to do is download our QR code right here, and you become connected to me as a customer. So they can download it very simply. If they don't have a QR code reader on their smartphone, they can download our app, and a QR code reader is included. They download the QR code, and in a few seconds, they're now connected to me as a retailer, as a customer. We now have a relationship. As the retailer now, if it's a restaurant owner, he probably has 1,000 customers a week coming through his restaurant. As he begins to accumulate these customers, he now has the ability to contact them. Now, let's suggest that during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the restaurant owner is fully packed in his restaurant. So he's not particularly interested in offering a deal on those days, but come Monday and Tuesday, he's down by 30%. So just imagine for a moment that on Monday morning, the restaurant owner takes his smartphone out, and let's say it's my restaurant, my Carl's Fish House, and he just simply clicks on a record, and he does a selfie video. And he records himself by saying, hey, this is Carl, your friendly restaurant owner down the street. You guys all know me. And I'm down at the fish market this morning, and look at this incredible Chilean sea bass. And tonight it's going to be in my kitchen, hopefully on your plate. And if you make a reservation for tonight or tomorrow night, you're going to get enough savings that you can buy dessert on me. Click. And that immediately goes to all of his customers. And it goes as a text. And most people read a text in 8 seconds. So when that text shows up, they click on the text, and immediately it opens up as a non-buffered video. This is our own technology. And not only that, he can now click on that, and he can go to the website and see their menu. He can see what the specials are in particular. He can get directions because it opens up as a map, just like your Google map. It'll open up, and all the Flexkom shops will pop up all around on that map, showing you all the other stores in the local area that are part of our program. But you now have directions there. So he not only communicates to his existing customers, which is very important, because had he not had the ability to do this, how would his customers know that he had Chilean sea bass? He'd probably have to send out an email. Most of them would read it after dinner. But here he's able to communicate before dinner so they can make the reservation. Otherwise, they would probably have to come into his store and open up the menu and then see that little tag where you pin the fact that he's got Chilean sea bass. Now, I can tell you that personally, that's one of my favorite meals. And if I got a text from one of my favorite restaurants that told me that they had Chilean sea bass tonight, I would definitely be making my appointment to be there. But here's the great thing. It not only goes to his customers, but it goes to anyone else in the community that's part of a Flexkom community These are customers of existing Flexkom retailers that are not his customers. They also get notified if they've put in their want list that they would like to go out to dinner tonight. So now he has the ability to reach customers that are not normally coming to his store. So he's got a win-win. Now the other thing is he also gets a loyalty program that he didn't have before. And we're going to make him a hero, because when one of his customers wins that prize of a flat screen TV, we're going to notify him and tell him, your customer just got a flat screen TV. And he's going to call him up and say, hey, how did you like your flat screen TV? To the customer, he's the one that purchased and sent it to him. But Flexkom did it in his behalf. Cost him absolutely nothing. How much does it cost for this program to send out these messages that they receive in 10 seconds or less? Absolutely nothing. So this is a service that some companies charge $500, $1,000 a month. We're going to make it so easy for them. This is a no-brainer for the retailer. And finally, as his customers are now shopping at these other shops and spending money, he is earning a small commission as a result of that. In some cases, we have retailers that are making $50,000 a year on the purchases of their customers in other Flexkom shops. This is incredible. Now you've got a restaurant that's selling haircuts. You got a restaurant that's selling tires. You got a restaurant that's selling tattoos. You got a restaurant that's selling chiropractic services and getting commissions on it. So now we've established it's a win for the customer, it's a win for the retailer. Now let's talk about you as a rep for our company. Obviously, it's a situation where you got chicken or the egg, right? You have to have someone to get the retailers. And so we've made sure that we compensate you very well for that. Not only do you get compensated for building your team, but let's say that you were the one who signed up that restaurant, and that restaurant was generating $50,000 a year based on the sales of their customers around in the community as they purchased, and people that come from outside of town who are looking for a great place to have dinner that night. Well, if that restaurant was making $50,000 a year and you sponsored them, you were the one that put the terminal in that restaurant, you also make $50,000 a year. You match. Now, how many restaurants do you want? How many chiropractors do you want? That's right. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out that this is something that's going to be huge. Now, I'm not going to go into a full compensation plan explanation here, but I can tell you that I've been in the industry for 30 years. I've never seen a company that has a residual income component to it that comes close to this.
Now, I know that you're probably bombarded with opportunities all the time. If you're watching this video, I know that people think you've got mad skills. So here's what I want to tell you. We are a different kind of company. Flexkom is not like anything else you've seen before. You've probably seen those opportunities that say it's a 2 to 5 year plan. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Well, I can tell you, this is a sprint. If you're looking for a short-term thing where you're going to be sitting in your kitchen in pajamas making money, and that's the promise, that's not Flexkom. If you're looking for a deal where you don't have to sell, that you want to share, that's not Flexkom. This is a sales position. You have to understand that right from the beginning. Here's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in your skills, I'm interested in your desire to succeed, and I'm interested in you taking action. And if you don't have those three things, I can tell you, I'd just as soon you not get involved, because we're looking for people that are serious about doing business. And this is a very serious opportunity. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's not for people that need a lot of help or coaching. If you've got the desire, we'll provide it for you. But I'm telling you, we've got a limited number of seats. We're looking for generals. When Napoleon sent the scouts out, the scouts came back and they said, here's how many troops they have. And Napoleon says, I don't care how many troops they have, I need to know who the generals are. That's what we're looking for. Are you a general? Do you see the opportunity here? I can tell you, if you do, you need to move quickly, because seats are going away as we speak. This opportunity will, for you to sign up and be a rep, will disappear in a matter of months, perhaps even weeks. And those who take advantage of it will have a lifetime of income, because you still get to sign up, regardless if you're in the team, you still get to sign up retailers for years to come. That's the advantage of being the first mover Get in now, let's move now.
There's a mobile movement going on. The rise of smartphones is creating smarter consumers, creating more opportunity for smarter marketing. Smartphones are always on, always with us, and always connected. In 1 week, we've browsed the internet, used a search engine, watched a video, and connected with our friends, all on our smartphones. But that's info you might already know. Here's some you might not. We're using smartphones almost everywhere, even while consuming other media. Smartphones have become such an important part of our lives that many of us would give up high heels, cable TV, even chocolate, just to keep using them. They're becoming important to our shopping habits too. Smartphones have become the ultimate shopping companion, transforming us into more savvy consumers. 79% use a smartphone to help with shopping. In fact, 70% of us actually use our smartphone while in the store. We use it to find retailers, compare prices, get coupons, read reviews, and check to see if something's in stock. Which leads us to buy. Nearly 3/4 of shoppers made a purchase as a direct result of the info we got from our smartphones, either in-store, online, or on our phone. Our new mobile shopping habits are adding up to big spending across the board. And where do we do most of our shopping? Usually in our own backyards. In fact, finding local information is one of the most popular smartphone activities. We're using our phones to find everything from the nearest pizza place, to movie showtimes, to finding the nearest store that carries the item we're looking for. And 88% of us use that local information and take action within a day, whether to call or visit a local business. Over the past year, mobile search queries have skyrocketed to new heights as we search for everything from product reviews to travel info to random trivia that can help us settle bets with our friends. And while word of mouth or seeing a product in store may lead people to search on smartphones, 71% of us search because we saw an ad, both on traditional media and on our phones, and we're acting on it. 9 out of 10 mobile users have taken action, all thanks to a smartphone search. The simple fact is, mobile ads work. Recall seeing a mobile ad? You're not alone. 82% of us do. Yet 79% of top advertisers don't have a mobile optimized website. It's important to build a good mobile user experience because if we see a mobile ad, we tend to click on the ad, visit the advertiser's site, make a purchase, or call the business. Today we use smartphones to stay connected, to keep us entertained, to search for information on the go, and to make us smarter shoppers. And we're going to be doing a lot more of this, creating more opportunities for marketers to connect with their customers.